Case will kick off, and Marietta will have the first possession of the quarter. Ben Moroz approaches the football, puts the right foot into it. End over end kick taken at the 7, out to the 20 now, 25, out to the 30. Keith Cherry bringing it back and has about a 23-yard return out to the 30-yard line of the Pioneers. They are moving right to left, and we are underway here in the third quarter. 20-2, Spartans in front.
Well, Marietta leading into that final drive of the first half had just 45 yards in total offense. They picked up 26 yards and a first down in that last set.
Still just 71 total yards in the first half for the Pioneers, looking to break a winless streak that reached 10 games last year. First play will go nowhere as they hand the football off.
That was Patrick Lewis running the football.
I only saw him once, I think, in the entire first half. One carry.
Ran right into the blitz of Case Western.
That time they lose 2. Second down and 12. The football is at the 28-yard line. Axton Franzoy again calls out the signals. Franzoy out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. He goes back to throw it, guns it up top, has a man open, double coverage broken up by the Spartans. Jordan Banke.
Yep. Playing that free safety position, just floated over, watched the ball, and he did exactly what you do. You just knock it down. There was no attempt to really catch the football if he felt he was out of position, and just knock it down. And now Marietta facing third and long.
Third down and 12, football at the 28-yard line. Pioneers operating in their own territory, early part of the third quarter, not yet 1 minute into the second half. Case up 20-2. Lewis is still in the backfield. They'll swing it to the middle of the field looking for Tannen Roberts, and a flag comes out. This will go against the Spartans.
They're going to get a hold against Case. They're going to call it interference. Wow. Looked more like the receiver or the defensive back got a hook on the wideout. But they're going to call it a 15-yarder.
That will give Marietta a first down as they move the football all the way to the 43-yard line. 14:07 to go, third quarter. 20-2, Case leading it, but Marietta with a break there on the pass interference penalty against the Spartans. Franzoy, 5 yards behind center. He takes the snap, a high snap in the shotgun. They go to Lewis. He plows ahead, gets across the 45-yard line to the 47, a 4-yard pickup on first down.
Here's Marietta's version of the hurry up, quickly to the line.
They tried to run this at the end of the first half. 13:43 to go in the third quarter. 20-2 Case. Here's the snap back to Franzoy, and they give the ball to Connor, but looked like that's Lewis again. Looked like he slipped before he could start upfield, and then he was knocked down in the backfield.
Well, that's the blitz again coming with Case.
Weisberg and DeShong were back there. And that's a loss all the way back to the 42-yard line. So it's now 3rd and 11. They lost 5.
Yeah, DeShong has been coming off that edge on what he recognizes run play right away. He's been blitzing off the edge.
Franzoy in trouble, gets hit as he throws. The pass caught by Kirby Harris.
Incomplete.
But they say he did not have it in. Boy, he looked like he was able to climb the ladder, almost brought that one in.
Alan Marietta will be forced to punt once again.
4th down and 11 after the incompletion.
Chaz Miller now has as many punts as Marietta has completions in the ballgame.
12:52 to go, third quarter. Here is the kick. High end-over-end kick taken by Lapsevic at the 25, straight up middle of the field to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, out to the 45 and out of bounds in Pioneer territory.
I believe that's Miller that ran him out of bounds, and a late flag comes flying in. The flag's at the 40-yard line of Marietta, and that was well after the teams had already started to separate.
A 32-yard return as it stands. And a personal foul call against Marietta.
Well, that's going to take it from the 40-yard line, and that's going to put it all the way to the 25. Case is going to start with a very short field on their opening possession.
Looks like they will walk it off from the 42. So they'll mark the football at the 28-yard line. But Case in very favorable position here after the great return by Lapsevic and the ensuing penalty against the Pioneers. Beecher under center. Reardon the lone setback. He gets the handoff, juggles it, but now gets it under control and goes up the near hash and gets inside the 25. It's a pickup of 4 for Kenny Reardon.
That looks like the old Indianapolis Colts play, stretch play that they would run with Peyton Manning, and that H-back was on the wing, and it's just straight up zone blocking, and the running back looks for a seam or a cutback lane, and that's exactly what Reardon did there.
Magister is checked in at fullback for Case. Lapsevic is far to the left. They have George Duranian as a wide receiver on the left as well. Beecher wants to run it, and he is smacked as he gets back across the line of scrimmage.
Well, either Beecher turned the wrong way or Reardon took the wrong route to the line of scrimmage, because Beecher put the ball out expecting the read option to his right, and Reardon took off to the left side behind Beecher.
Billy Beecher from the shotgun now. No huddle offense for Case. 3rd and 5 from the Pioneer 23-yard line. 11:20 to go here in the third quarter. 20-2 Case. They will fire the ball out to Mangaluzzi. He has it inside the 10, down to the 5, and he is tackled there. Case rips off 18 yards, and they are now knocking on the door again with 11:12 to go here in the third quarter.
Now that play has become a staple of the Case offense over the last 7 or 8 seasons. That little wide receiver bubble screen and let the receiver work his magic in space.
Reardon bounces off the pile, and now he'll go left, and he goes in for a 4-yard touchdown. Touchdown, Spartans. It's 26-2 as Reardon scores touchdown number 2. Well, he hit the pile and just bounced off it, and then he had clear sailing as he ran around the left end.
Marietta bunched the middle, and Reardon found the outside.
Kick on the way from Nick Bavaro. It is up, and it is good. And the Spartans tack on 7 more. They lead the Pioneers 27-2. 10:52 to go in the third quarter here at Case Field. We'll have more in the season opener in just a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
I have this cool cash. What can I do with it? You can turn it into a hot meal at Rascal House. It's the best value in town. What do they have there? Buckets of wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and of course, great pizza. Are they open late? You bet. Open every night till 2:30 a.m. And you can even build your own pizza and order it online at rascalhousepizza.com. Cool. See you at the Spartans game? Yep, and see you after at Rascal House.
No wind to speak of.
We have had a couple of instances where it looked like some rain was starting to fall, but it has subsided each time, which is a good thing here on fireworks night at Case Field. Case leading at 27-2. There is the kick. by Ben Morose. It's all the way back to the 3-yard line. Patrick Lewis brings it out for Marietta across the 20 to the 25, 30. Still on his feet, 35-yard line out near the far sideline, outside the numbers. And he is knocked down there by the Spartans.
The Spartans have run 9 more offensive plays than Marietta tonight. And they have 140 yards and more in total offense than do the Pioneers.
1st and 10. The football is marked at the 38-yard line now of the Pioneers as they come back out to try and get something stabilized here offensively. They have not had a sustained drive in this game. 27-2. Case leading. They go to Connor straight up the middle, and boy, he had some power running there and gets across the 40 and all the way out near the 43.5-yard line. It's a pickup of more than 5, and it's 2nd down and 5 for Marietta. Franzoy in the shotgun. Just behind him is running back Tim Connor. 3 receivers set for the Pioneers. They'll go far side. Caught out there by Kirby Harris. Run out of bounds. It's a 1st down for the Pioneers. Well, fans, at this time, we'd like to offer up a special thank you to our sponsors that made tonight's post-game fireworks show possible for the fans here at Case Field. Bon Appetit Management Company, 1-to-1 Fitness, and the Courtyard Cleveland University Circle. Case Western Reserve University thanks those fine sponsors for their support of Spartans athletics. 1st and 10 from midfield. Case has been successful at tonight, keeping the ball out of the hands of Kirby Harris for the most part. Here's a pass almost picked off, and I believe it is.
It is.
Everett DeShong with the interception as that ball deflected off a couple of players.
Now
It was intended for Yanessa.
2 officials near the ball have marked it yes, and now the official 30 yards away says no.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have a replay to look at there, but it looked very close to being an interception for DeShong. It was right on target for the intended receiver, Yanessa, but it looked like it hit him in the back.
Yeah, hit him in the shoulder pad as he went by, so it was a little behind him. The ball popped up in the air, and DeShong questioned whether or not he got his hands under the football or not.
It is now 2nd and 10 from midfield for Marietta. Case comes on the blitz. There's the toss. It's caught across the 45 to the 40, down to the 35-yard line, and run out of bounds. Alex Jasicki on the catch for the Pioneers. Little crossing route there, Ed, and they got some good yardage and another 1st down.
Well, Franzoy stood in there as the blitz was coming, took a huge hit, and managed to just kind of fling it over the linebackers to the crossing wide receiver.
Franzoy is just a sophomore. Connor in the backfield. Jasicki on the left. They will go to Connor straight up the middle. And he gets ahead of steam going and gets out to the 31. It's a pickup of 3. 8:55 to go here in the 3rd quarter at Case Field, the season opener for the Spartans. Counting tonight, you can follow coverage of 7 of Case's 9 games here on case.edu. Ball loose. Looks like the Spartans have it. Jordan Banke was right there as the ball came out of the hands of Connor, and the Spartans will take over.
Gavin Sanage with the hit that flipped the ball loose.
Almost as if he tapped it right to Banke. Right place, right time. Case with the football, 1st and 10.
And a sustained drive by Marietta goes the way of the turnover. That's the 2nd turnover for Marietta tonight. Case has an interception. And now the fumble recovery.
Here come the Spartans offensively. Billy Beecher is now under center. One receiver split to each side, but they'll keep it on the ground. This is Secray across the 40, out across the numbers near the sideline. He's tripped up and tackled. Kyle Dotson, the defensive end, got in there on the stop for Marietta. Pickup of 4, 2nd down and 6. Case operating in its own territory from the 41-yard line. Third quarter, Case up by 25, 27-2. Billy Beecher will hand the ball. No, he keeps it. Now a screen pass thrown out into the flat to Magister. Or was that Hanslick?
That's Hockman.
Hockman makes the catch and is knocked out of bounds across midfield at the 47-yard line. Adam Hockman, the sophomore, picks up his first reception. 5'9", 215-pound fullback.
Magister now back in the football game. Logan Matt also checks in, Dave. He'll be on the inside slot to the right of the formation.
Sevick on the outside. They have Duranian at tight end on the left. The snap goes to Beecher, straight up the middle, absorbs a hit, gets out to the 43-yard line, a pickup of 4 on first down. Beecher was questionable going into the game due to a strained oblique muscle. Now the officials want a timeout.
Keith Cherry is down for the Marietta Pioneers.
They're taking a look at Cherry. He's over near the sideline of the Spartans, and he seems to be hurting. Looks like a left knee or ankle. .7:23 to go. They're going to take a look at Cherry while they attend to him. We'll pause for this timeout on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Have you heard the news? The Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4 Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
Keith Cherry walks off under his own power. That's good to see. He's back to the training table, though, as they continue to take a look at him. And now
got to be lined up in the neutral zone.
Jumping across the defensive front was number 93, Tyree Bryant.
Well, that coupled with number 52 for Marietta.
Kyle Dotson was a little anxious as well.
Dotson was actually lined up in the neutral zone.
So that'll make it a 2nd down and 1 as they mark off 5. And it's inside the 40 now at the 38-yard line of the Pioneers. Lapsevic and Jordan Esteban.
See Dotson there already in the neutral zone. He's got his hand down right at the 43-yard line.
John Mangaluzzi is wide right, and a fake on a draw play. Now the play action goes out to Mangaluzzi, makes the catch at the 10-yard line, and he is tackled there. 28-yard pickup as they hit the former Wildcat receiver again. Mangaluzzi, just a freshman, 6 feet tall, 170 pounds, out of Mayfield. That's his 3rd catch of the night.
Yeah, all of about, 4 miles from school here? Just straight up the hill?
Not too far from his alma mater. 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. Billy Beecher takes the snap. They'll pitch it back to Reardon. Full head of steam as he gets to the sideline and out of bounds. Looked like he got inside the 5-yard line. Maybe even a little closer to the 4. 6-yard pickup.
Seem odd to you, Dave, that for the most part tonight they've run that toss sweep or the power to what amounts to the short side of the field. They really haven't exploited the wide side when they've gone into this power formation.
The only time they ran it was when it wasn't really planned, but when Reardon bounced off the pile and ran to the outside for a touchdown. They will keep it in the hands of Beecher, looking to throw it. Flips it toward the pylon. It's incomplete. Pass broken up by Cody Rice.
And again, short side of the field, bringing receivers and the quarterback on a rollout. You're really compressing the field of play.
It's just like one of your favorite 80s bands. It was a crowded house.
Yes, it was.
5:51 to go, third quarter. Case enjoying opening night. 27-2 and threatening for more here. It is 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Seacray is the lone man in the backfield right now. It is a 3-receiver set. Deraney lined up at tight end. They will fire it incomplete. A little timing route, but is not. The timing was off. The intended target was Ethan Albers, who caught a touchdown pass earlier, but he did not turn around in time to see that ball coming in.
Yeah, it looked like Case tried to run a quick little cross pick move on the outside hash mark, and Albers never really turned around, and the defender there for Marietta.
It'll turn into a 21-yard field goal attempt for Bavaro. Here's the snap and the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. Little chip shot from the near hash mark. Bavaro nails his first career field goal for the Spartans, and that makes it a 30-2 Spartans lead. We'll keep it here during the changeover, and they'll let the Spartans get the job done as they convert with points again inside the red zone.
That's 5 for 5 tonight in red zone scoring opportunities. And you continue to do that, you're going to be very successful.
Should make mention of the fact it's great to see Mickey Iliano back down on the Case sideline, coaching the offensive line. Had some health problems that kept him away from the game last year, although I think he was able to come to a couple of games and coach from the press box. But boy, he's moving around, looks good now, and back down on the field with those guys. And over the years, Ed, many offensive linemen from Case have told us how much they admire and appreciate the hard work and dedication of Coach Iliano, and it's great to see him back on the sideline.
And a couple of them even turned it into coaching or gone into coaching themselves.
Tommy Zagorski comes to mind.
Yeah, well, now one of the assistants over at John Carroll.
Here comes the kick, and it's back to the 7-yard line. Brought out by Dixon. Out across the 15 to the far side.
Ripped down by Everett Deschong.
Well, he ran farther across the field than he did moving upfield. Got to the 20, so a pickup of 13 on the return. And the Pioneers will come out, but down now by 28 points.
Well, Marietta now has 175 yards in return yards. Case has just 8.
And that was the opening kickoff. Here is a little flip out to Tannen Roberts. He makes the catch, turns it upfield near the sideline to the 25, and is run out of bounds. There defensively, Fadi Haddad. And the ball marked out at the 27-yard line. A pickup of 7. And it's 2nd down and 3 for the Pioneers. Well, other than some light sprinkles, it has been a beautiful night for the season opener here at Case Field. 30-2, Case leading it. Patrick Lewis gets the handoff, and he is quickly hit and dropped. Nicely done by Josh Rogers, the nose tackle, number 56 of the Spartans. Great to have you with us tonight for Case football. You can tune into video coverage of all home games, and we'll have audio, radio only coverage of 3 of the road games, including next Sunday at Oberlin. Lewis again on the carry, far hash mark, and lands at about the 29, a pickup of 2. They're short of the first down.
And if you're wondering why the Sunday football game at Oberlin, the Oberlin College community has decided to effectively respect the Jewish holiday that occurs on Friday and Saturday next week. And if Savage Stadium was equipped with lights, the game would have been played later on Saturday under the lights. But without the field lighting at Savage, they have moved it to a Sunday afternoon contest.
And that will be a 1 o'clock kickoff at Oberlin. We are forced to punt.
Oh, they're going to get Case for running into the kicker.
Flag down back at the
And it'll be an
20-yard
automatic
line.
first down.
Well, there you see the call. And Case will have to come back out on defense. 3:46 to go in the third quarter.
So a 5-yard penalty should be marked off from the 29, not signaled as a personal foul.
It was a running into the kicker, not roughing the kicker, but good enough for the first down. It was a 4th and 1. And so now the Pioneers will continue at the 34-yard line in their own territory. Tough night for the Spartans, or for the Pioneers here on the road. Patrick Lewis running to the 40-yard line is knocked down, tackled by Gavin Sandage, who's having a terrific season opener.
We made that trip back home, Dave, from Marietta last year. About 3 hours or so up 77.
That was a win for the Spartans a year ago. Hard to believe time flies. That was a comeback win for the Spartans last year. Kenny Reardon had 155 yards in that game, I believe. Lewis still battling, and he gets out close to the 45-yard line. A hard-earned 4 yards, but he's a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, into that scrum, and then he turned himself around and worked loose of the tackle, and all of a sudden it's third and about the length of the football for the Pioneers.
Case won that game last year, 26-23, and a quarterback sneak. And it looked like Francois got the first down. He got it by just enough, and the football is resting on the 45, and it's a first down. That did not go all that smoothly, but Francois was able to kind of roll off a couple of guys and get the first down, 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Only a safety tonight on a bad Case snap has resulted in points for Marietta. He is hit as he throws. The ball dropped by Tannen Roberts. Francois was absolutely pancaked in the backfield by Josh Rogers. He got the pass away. Roberts tried an over-the-shoulder catch running straight down the middle of the field. 2nd down and 10.
Oh, and Roberts didn't do anything fancy. He just came right over the nose.
Back to throw. Francois, middle of the field. Pass deflected up for grabs, and it drops incomplete. 3rd down and 10.
It's intended for Yanessa, I believe, over the middle.
Case has 1 interception tonight and 1 forced fumble and recovery. So 2 turnovers against Marietta. 3rd down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Francois calling out the signals. Center is Ryan Brown. They fire it across the middle for Kirby Harris. Knocked down, incomplete.
Up in the air again.
That was Jordan Esteban on the defensive coverage. Spartans have been very active with their hands, deflecting passes. That forces a 4th down and 10.
Esteban from the Miami, Florida area. Think you'll have some interest in the game being played the lakefront tomorrow?
His Dolphins are in town for the NFL season opener for the Browns tomorrow. Here's Chaz Miller with another punt. And a fair catch called for and taken there by Dan Cronin, the sophomore out of Palos Hills, Illinois. And he settles for the fair catch at the 24-yard line. And I believe we'll start seeing perhaps some 2nd and 3rd teamers in the game right now for Case. Up by a score of 30-2 with 2:08 to go.
It'll start with Ricky Hanslick now at tailback for the Spartans.
And he is wearing number 8. Eric Olson is back in.
His 22 jersey was shredded in pregame warmups today.
Olsen drops back to throw. He'll swing it out. Caught out there by McLeod across the 30 and across the 35, close to the 37-yard line. Colin McLeod, the junior, played his high school ball at Charles Wright Academy in Tacoma. Under 2 to play here in the third quarter. It is 30-2. The Spartans with a defensive effort, Ed, that harkens back to some of those great teams that led Case into the playoffs. Airtight defense tonight. Olsen calling out the signals again. 1st and 10. They will hand the ball to Ricky Hanslick out of Mentor, Ohio, and he spins around a couple of times, cannot get out of the grasp of a couple of Marietta defenders, primarily Daryl DeWinnett.
Well, and Joe Ortega, the outside linebacker, slow to get up on the play as well for Marietta.
1 minute, 5 seconds to go, third quarter. David Wilson, Ed Daugherty here at Case Field in the season opener. Delaney is in at tight end. Logan Mattis checked in as a slot receiver. Looks like Mangaluzzi is back in. I believe that's him on the right side. They will keep the ball on the ground. And Hanslick carries to the 44-yard line, a pickup of 7. It'll be a third down, short yardage situation for Case. 3rd down and 3.
Matt Dorsey on the tackle for Marietta. Stuck his shoulder in there and went toe-to-toe with Hanslick.
Magister is in at fullback. We have 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Case cruising in this one. 30-2 here at Case Field under the lights.
Final play of the quarter.
They get the play off with 5 to spare. Up top for Mangaluzzi. He grabs it, has it, spins, still in bounds, inside the 20. Knocked out of bounds near the 15-yard line.
Wow, Case may have found a go-to receiver in the freshman.
John Mangaluzzi with another catch. His 4th of the night. That's it for the third quarter. Case looking at a 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line of the Pioneers. That's where they will start when we come back for the start of the fourth quarter. Season opener in progress. The all-important fourth quarter coming up next. Case leads it 30-2 on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
This year, Qdoba will cater like 10,000 parties.
Where? When? I'm there.
Well, these parties are hypothetical. I was just talking about Qdoba catering. Hot taco bars with fire-grilled chicken and marinated steak, flour tortillas and taco shells. You'll also get their hand-smashed guacamole, cheese, sour cream, lettuce, and salsa. They'll deliver to your home or office, and they'll even set it up.
Can I bring a guest?
Oh, boy. Visit Qdoba.com today for more information about Qdoba catering. Qdoba Mexican Grill. More to explore.
In search of an extraordinary dining experience where you're certain to enjoy the ambiance as well as the menu? Table 45 Restaurant and Bar is the award-winning mixed culture restaurant located at the Intercontinental Cleveland, offering cuisine from around the world created by accomplished local chef Zach Brule. Open every day, the atmosphere at Table 45 is relaxed yet inspiring with weekday chill-out happy hours, a behind-the-scenes chef's table, and outdoor dining on Patio 45. Call for more details or reservations at 216-707-4045 or visit us at tbl45.com or on Facebook.
Underway in the fourth quarter. Case with the ball in the hands of Ricky Hanslick, and he goes all the way in, turning the left corner. It's a touchdown, Spartans. 14-yard run for Ricky Hanslick, the junior out of Mentor. Scores the touchdown, and Case leads it now 36-2. It only took one play into the fourth quarter to get the ball into the end zone.
Hanslick matches his touchdown total from last year.
Here is the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up, it is good, and it is now a 37-2 ball game as Case extends the lead out even further. And as they change over, Ricky Hanslick puts the finishing touches on that drive, but another great hookup between Eric Olsen And the freshman receiver, John Mangaluzzi, who has made a name for himself here tonight at Case Field.
Well, quite an impression the freshman is making. 37 points for Case today. They did not score 37 points in a single game all of last year. Last time they scored 37 or more was in the final game of the 2011 season when they were at Carnegie Mellon and beat the Tartans 38-24 in that ballgame.
Game I think you left in the first quarter, if I recall.
Yeah, close enough, right? I think I left with about 3 minutes to go in the football game. Had to get back to the Cleveland area for a state playoff game at the high school level.
37-2. Case leading it. Here's the kickoff. It'll be taken by Dixon back at the 5.
Fumbled around.
And out to the 15, but those early problems getting the handle on it doomed that return. And Pioneers come out now deep in their own territory at the 15-yard line. Case 37, Marietta 2. They scored 26 points against this team a year ago in a 26-23 win. Marietta went on to lose every game they played last season. Looks like they are going down to defeat tonight. Fourth quarter. Franzoy. Hands off up the middle. And a pickup of maybe a couple as that ball was carried by Tim Connor. Fans, again, we'd like to offer up a special thank you to our sponsors who made tonight's post-game fireworks show possible. Bon Appetit Management Company, One-to-One Fitness, and the Courtyard Cleveland University Circle. Thanks to those great sponsors for their support of Spartans athletics. Franzoy from the shotgun, back to throw. Pump fakes, he is hit. Ball comes loose. Case is going to come up with this one, maybe inside the 5-yard line.
Spartans say they have it.
Spartans came back, got a lick in on the quarterback, Franzoy. And he might have corralled the football somehow. Tyler Hamilton came in there, I believe, was the man who got the first hit on Franzoy. And then lots of blue shirts to follow, but somehow the Pioneers keep it. 3rd down, 21. The football is marked at the Marietta 4-yard line. The snap back to Franzoy, to Connor straight up the middle. Gets tripped up, slides out close to the 9-yard line. And a 4th down coming up, and they will have to punt it away from their own end zone. Football is at the 8-yard line. The fall sports season well underway here at Case Western Reserve University. You can follow Spartans athletics at case.edu. All of the schedules from all of the fall sports, as well as all of the results and news. You can follow Spartans athletics all season long on the web. Here is the kick from Miller, not a good kick. And that one takes a favorable bounce out to the 39-yard line. That's where they will down it. It was a 31-yard kick with no return. The Spartans will come back out with a short field.
Well, in total now, the Marietta Pioneers are under 100 yards in total offense.
They had one brief glimpse, Ed, of what perhaps they are capable of doing with back-to-back first downs. Case will go to Hanslick. New quarterback in for Case was Sean McCarthy, number 7, now running the offense.
From Bradenton, Florida, McCarthy 6'1", 200 pounds, so he's a bigger quarterback. Bradenton, Florida, is that the home for the Cincinnati Reds, or was the home?
I believe the Pirates.
Pirates.
Make their spring home there and have a Florida State League team there as well. 12:18 to go in the football game. McCarthy pump fakes, runs away from a couple of potential tacklers, but they catch up to him, and he is sandwiched down there. One Marietta Pioneer comes up having lost his helmet. That was Kyle Dotson. He was fired up over the sack. 3rd down and 9, the football at the 38-yard line.
Tony Leibarger now in the ball game for Case, the inside slot receiver.
Dan Cronin lines up as a wide receiver as well. Lots of new faces checking in. Brendan Lynch, a freshman wideout, is in on the right side slot.
Timeout called by Case.
Greg Debelak takes a timeout. He was not happy with something. Greg talking with the linesman now, and Greg was not happy about something, the way the team's lined up there. He's still making his pitch. It's a timeout on the field. We'll keep it here. 11:34 to play here in the opening game of the season. And Ed, we talked about the upcoming schedule. Oberlin next week. Frostburg State on the 21st on the road in Maryland. There will be no coverage of that game on case.edu due to the lack of a usable facility there. They are doing some construction at Frostburg State University. They have no press facility at their stadium. That's a first.
Yeah, we've traveled to some places where we've been in some very tight quarters.
McCarthy will run this one across to the 35-yard line. He was hit hard there by Cody Rice.
We've even experienced an outdoor press box at Gallaudet University in Washington, D.C., but we've never been told that we could not come because of the lack of facilities.
Well, first time for everything.
I guess so.
Linfield will be here for homecoming on the 28th. Then the Spartans have 2 consecutive off weeks, and McCarthy's going to be sacked again. McCarthy sacked back behind the 40-yard line. Nicely done there by the Pioneers. In there on the sack was Franklin Holmes, the senior linebacker. Football marked at the 41. And it's a 1st and 10 as Case turns it over on downs. That was the 4th down play. Very interesting. The Case will have 2 successive off weeks, and then a trip out to Puget Sound before returning home on October 26th against Trinity. Up top, this one's up for grabs and picked off. Case has their 2nd interception of the night. Owen Williams.
Flag comes in. Case is going to get called for a block in the back during the return.
Williams, the cornerback, a freshman out of Granite Falls, North Carolina, makes the pick. Case's 2nd interception of the night. Flag on the return, but that one up for grabs, Ed, and Williams was the only one around. .10:44 to go in the 4th quarter. So between the 28th and the 26th, those 2 home games, Case will have 1 game that's at Puget Sound. We will not have our coverage of that game, but I believe live video will be available via case.edu. Obviously, there will be a huge drop-off if there are announcers supplied by Puget Sound. But we'll go almost a month without doing a game here, Ed. Very strange schedule this year for Case.
Yeah, a real transition schedule as Case moves from the NCAC alliance that they had to the true PAC schedule. Now with that, the 4 teams in the UAA that currently play football, 2 will move to the PAC. That includes Carnegie Mellon and Case. Wash U and Chicago will move to the Southern Conference, but Case will maintain their games with both Chicago and Wash U, except those games, instead of being played at the end of the schedule, will now be to open the season.
Reginald Rodriguez makes the sack on McCarthy. McCarthy not having such a good time out there right now. He's been sacked 3 times. 3rd down 15. Case has the ball on their own 10-yard line, leading at 37-2. McCarthy again in trouble, gets rid of the football. This one way out of bounds as he throws it away to avoid the sack.
And was smothered at the 5-yard line.
Right on his back, Andrew Gorman, who put the pressure, the defensive tackle. Case will have to punt it away. Olsen will stand in his end zone. Now he's going to come off, and I think Colton Sullivan will come out to punt. We'll see Sullivan punt for the first time. He's a sophomore out of Washington State. 6'2", 190 out of Washogal, Washington. Pretty good kick. Lands at the 40, takes a Case bounce all the way out to midfield and across and out of bounds. That's going to end up being about a 40-yard kick with no return.
Yeah, 42-yard kick. Not bad for your first college effort.
The line of scrimmage was the 10. And it looks like they are going to mark it right at the 50. Nicely done by Sullivan. And so with 9:23 to go in the 4th quarter, 37-2. Case has played with a lot of fire tonight, Ed. Very, very solid effort.
Well, and technically it's a shutout for the defense. The young defense has not allowed Marietta into the red zone.
New quarterback in for Marietta is Tom Fulton. He was actually listed on their depth chart as the starting quarterback, but they have gone with Franzoy up until this point. He connects with the receiver, but it's only good for 1 yard. 2nd down and 9.
You know, talking with Marcus McCullough before the ball game, he wasn't sure what he was going to get out of his young defense. And so far tonight, Marietta has yet to cross into Case territory inside the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Fulton straight over the top. Intended for Yanessa. It's incomplete. 3rd down coming up. Gavin Sandage, Everett DeShong have each recorded 11 tackles in the ball game. Aaron Weisberg, 8 tackles. Case has had 2 interceptions.
Fumble recovery.
So it has been a very successful defensive effort tonight. Back to throw Fulton. Here they come on the blitz. They get the pass away to Harris. Makes the catch across the 40 into Case territory. And he has the first down. Pickup of about 13 on that pass play to Kirby Harris. Harris out of Greenville, South Carolina. 8:28 to go. In the 4th quarter, Case leading at 37-2. Fulton back to throw. He'll step up in the pocket, fires a pass. It's caught by Yanessa. And he is tackled at the 23-yard line. Another pickup of about 14 yards.
This is as deep as Marietta has been all evening into Case territory. Playing against mostly second-teamers on that defense now for the Spartans. Staff getting a chance to evaluate what they have depth-wise.
Under 8 to play now. Fulton over the middle, caught by Yanessa again. A little soft part of that Case defense. Yanessa is finally brought down on the backside pursuit by Ben Fernback, the freshman safety out of Cumberland Valley High School in Mechanicsburg, PA. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line now. Fulton will hand it to Patrick Lewis straight up the middle, and he is hit and drugged down to the turf by Jeep Madison, freshman linebacker.
Jeep.
Jeep. Think he would fit in well with a team with a lot more of an olive green.
That's right.
Color scheme. Case glad to have him in the Spartans royal blue. 2nd down and 8 from the 8. And a pass out to Tannen Roberts, incomplete. Little screen. 3rd down and 8.
Clock ticking away. 7 minutes to play here in the football game. Case cruising 37-2.
Kenny Reardon, 2 touchdown runs. Manny Secre, touchdown run. Ethan Albers, touchdown reception. Ricky Hanslick, a 14-yard touchdown run. Nick Bavaro, a 21-yard field goal.
And other than that initial missed extra point, Case really hasn't had too much of a concern tonight in terms of moving the football. Timeout taken by Marietta as the play clock was down to 2 seconds.
They have a 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Well, Greg Debelak said before the game, Ed, that he was very pleased with the kicking situation, Nick Bavaro and Ben Moroz. And it hasn't always been the case with the Spartans. Last few years, some uncertainty entering the season. And tonight, very solid effort by Bavaro, as well as Ben Moroz on the kickoffs. You go all the way back to the days of Sam Coffey. Once he left, the Spartans have had some ups and downs. And as the season goes along, that always plays a very pivotal role.
Well, especially at this level, if you can, again, get inside the 20-yard line and manage to pick up 3 points, even if your drive stalls out, kick a 35, 37-yard field goal. Put points on the board and add the pressure to the opposing offense to match what you've done.
3rd and goal from the 8. Fulton fires. Pass caught by Yanessa inside the 5. It is going to be a 4th down and about 2. Let's see where they say he came down. It looks like he does not have a favorable spot here. They're going to mark it at the 3. I thought he was a little closer than that.
So Marietta's going to go for it.
They will try and get a touchdown. It would be their first of the season. 6:36 to go.
The inverted wishbone with the pistol formation.
Now they break out of it. Fulton takes the snap, pump fakes, steps up in the pocket. He'll run it himself. He's got it. It's a touchdown. Tom Fulton, the quarterback, with the sneak of 3 yards. Pittsburgh, PA native. And he put 6 on the board for the Pioneers with 6:20 to go here in the 4th quarter, 37-8. And they will set up for the extra point. This is Garrett Butler to come out and try and kick the PAT. The snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick is up and good as well. 37-9 your score. Case leading Marietta. 6:20 to go in the 4th quarter. Case ball when we come back after we pause for this timeout on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
I have this cool cash. What can I do with it? You can turn it into a hot meal at Rascal House. It's the best value in town. What do they have there? Buckets of wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and of course, great pizza. Are they open late? You bet. Open every night till 2:30 a.m. And you can even build your own pizza and order it online at rascalhousepizza.com.
Cool. See you at the Spartans game?
Yep, and see you after at Rascal House.
Have you heard the news? The Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4-Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
Case on the return. Dan Cronin on the run back of that kickoff. Gets out across the 30. Just on the outside of the hash marks. Very nice return of about 22 yards. 6:14 to go. And the Pioneers get something positive, at least with which to build on.
Yeah, in that drive, for Marietta, Fulton 5 of 7 for 45 yards passing. Up to that point, Axton Franzoy was just 9 of 23 for 60 yards. He was sacked once and threw 2 interceptions.
Scott Mackey is in at quarterback for Case. And the Spartans will keep the football on the ground. And let's see who carried that one for the Spartans. Looks like it was Anthony Bianco, a freshman out of Allison Park, PA. Bianco 5'11", 175, so we are getting to call a lot of names here tonight.
That's Taylor Scott now in at quarterback, number 16.
Well, Mackey was in for one play. So Scott, a sophomore out of Tallahassee, Florida. They will hand the football to Bianco again, and he knifes ahead, gets close to first down yardage. 2nd down and 6 play. We'll see where they mark him. Just short of the first down. He picked up 5. And 3rd and 1.
Mackey rejoins the huddle as Case is alternating quarterbacks.
Julio Ayala has checked in at fullback. Anthony Bianco at tailback. Low snap. Mackey will try and run it. He didn't get the first down. Case looking at a 4th down now. They hauled him down. There on the tackle for Marietta was Franklin Holmes. Case will have to punt. Colton Sullivan will come out and put his 40-yard average on the line. Line of scrimmage is the 42.
15 seconds on the play clock. Let's see how far down Case takes this.
4.5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. It's a runaway for Case tonight. Here is the kick. And that is an end-over-end kick that goes out of bounds. Was hoping to angle it near the sideline and get a favorable bounce. Instead, it goes out of bounds on the fly, and they'll say it went out at the 36-yard line.
25-yard kick.
First and 10 for the Pioneers at their own 36-yard line. Tom Fulton comes back out.
And Marietta with substitutions offensively as well. Tannen Roberts is done for the evening. Kirby Harris also heading to the sideline.
Well, a very tough schedule ahead in the OAC for Marietta.
3 teams ranked in the top 25 in the OAC.
Snap goes back to Fulton. He will gun it. Threads the needle. Hits his man. Pass complete. Grabbed there by Julian Broussard. He is a freshman wideout, 6'4", out of Cypress, Texas. 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Andy Waddle taking over this program, Marietta, after going 0-10 a year ago. They have had a rough night here. 37-9, Case leading. Throwing on the run for Yanessa. He makes the catch. Right near the sideline. Slides out of bounds. And the catch made at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 18 and a first down. There you see some of the Marietta players. Some of their starters now onlookers. 3.5 minutes to go. Playing out the string here at Case Field on a beautiful night. Very nice crowd on hand, waiting on the fireworks. Back to throw. Fulton gets rid of it, and the pass caught by one of their running backs, Roger Bush, a freshman out of Palm Bay, Florida, 5'9", 208.
Loss of 3 on the completion, but it avoided a loss of 9 on the sack.
2nd down and 13 from the 45-yard line of the Spartans. Very impressed tonight by Kenny Reardon. Coming back with 14 carries, 51 yards, 2 touchdowns. Throwing, it's caught. Right side, near the numbers. Case trying to bring down the receiver. They finally do. Pass is caught by Chandler Shryock. He's out of Newcomerstown, Ohio. Freshman who makes his first catch of the game. Fulton still directing traffic. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He takes the snap, drops back. He'll throw it, and incomplete. looking for Nick Heinman. 2:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Kenny Reardon is a guy, Ed, that Greg Debelak was talking about earlier this week, saying that if he were as big and strong coming out of high school as he is now, he probably would have been recruited at a higher level than Division III. But he has put a lot of time and effort in the weight room. There's a play going on the right side. They keep it on the ground. Again, carrying the ball is Bush. Roger Bush with some good yardage there, gets out of bounds near the 12-yard line.
A little inside handoff caught Case blitzing. Draw play right up underneath the blitz. Bush cut it to the outside and almost 15 yards on the carry.
1st and 10. 3 receivers. Bush in the backfield. Fulton takes the shotgun snap. Time to throw. Goes middle of the field. Yanessa is there, and he comes down with it. It's a touchdown. 12-yard catch for a score by Yanessa. His first TD of the night. And it's 37-15. So Fulton has come in and
sparked the offense against the Case second teamers.
Yes, led them to 2 touchdowns, throwing for 1. Here's Garrett Butler with the kick. It is up, and it is good with 1:48 to play. 37-16. Case leading it by 21 points. But back to Kenny Reardon. Ed, this is a guy who had his season snuffed out in week 2. But not only has come back healthy on the ankle, but has come back bigger and stronger and faster. Greg Debelak saying this week, boy, what a great resource and asset to have at this level to have a player like that.
Well, sometimes it takes an injury for the player to totally commit to rehabbing as well. They know that in order, if they want to come back, if they want to play, they need to put in that time and that routine and that rehab. And if it's successful, a lot of players do come back stronger than they were before they left, and understanding maybe a little bit more of the commitment that needs to be made in order to be a quality player. Sometimes it comes so easy for these guys that maybe they don't want to be in the weight room as much, or they don't want to go through.
A flag on the kickoff. They were offside, I think, and we'll see how this comes out. Case with a good return in progress. I believe that's Cronin carrying it back, number 11. He gets out to the 45-yard line before he's tripped up.
Case will wave off the penalty and take the play.
.140 to go in the fourth quarter. David Wilson, Ed Daugherty here at Case Field. Appreciate all of the folks from Media Vision helping to put our broadcast together tonight. Mike Becker is our producer and director up top. Mike doesn't mind being up top when it's 75 degrees.
No,
so it's November.
Nice and comfortable up there.
Yeah, it was November 18-degree days. Mike wearing about 12 layers up there.
You know, and surprisingly, nobody seems to ever bring him some coffee or hot chocolate when he needs it.
It's terrible. It's terrible. I have to talk to Nick Meinert about that. Give him a coffee mug, some mittens. 1:40 to go.
Heated tent might be nice as well.
Yeah, maybe a little heater up there. Case keeping it on the ground, trying to run out this final 90 seconds of what will be a very successful season opening win here tonight against Marietta. Scott Mackey checks back in at quarterback. I appreciate all of you who've tuned in tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the broadcast, if not the outcome. I know a lot of the Marietta fans tuning in to watch the video of the ball game as well.
Nice crowd on opening night. Nice to see 2,500 or so pack it in here at Case Field. A lot of the students ringing around the field itself.
Another handoff for Case. Carrying the football, Anthony Bianco. Under a minute to go now.
Final play of the game coming up here for the Spartans. 30 seconds on the play clock, 40 seconds on the game clock.
Taylor Scott in at quarterback. He's number 16. As we have seen a lot of players in action tonight for the Spartans. And the first and second stringers put together a very solid effort tonight against Marietta. This will be the final play.
They fumbled the football in this case.
It's dropped, but Sylvester comes up with it as he goes tumbling to the right, and that'll do it.